Hello. Congrats to Shuri, dude, for getting first. And hi to everyone else, I guess. But you're slightly less special, just like marginally, fractionally, just a little tiny bit. Why did that thing send twice? You check the math, there are at least 24.6 numbers of difference between 100 and 75. Well, that's at least 2, so you know, I'll believe you on that one. Anyways, hi. Yeah. I don't need to introduce this. We all know what we're doing here. My attempted distraction for the day is I have my crochet stuff. And let it be known, this is an incredibly bad idea. This is not an easy to double task hunt, all right? Because I basically have to constantly be pressing buttons, yes? I need to press through all the text prompts. I need to go side to side. This is literally like the only downtime when the thing scrolls across the screen. Because then I have to press a button. And I could do like one chain. God, this yarn is so fucking thick. And then I gotta press more buttons. Yeah, this is not a good idea. However, I am thoroughly annoyed. I've made so many of these goddamn squares. And I keep having to make new ones because I'm like, no, these ones that I've made, they might look nice. Some of them look like shit, which is why they got cut, but I'm like, it just does not fit with the rest of them. Dual shiny hunting and Danganronpa 1, 2, or 3. Honestly, that wouldn't be very hard because most of Danganronpa playing is just visual novels. There are recorded VODs that I have of me playing visual novels while shiny hunting. It's not that hard. I've done it before. It might be a little more difficult during the trials, but I'm thinking specifically of mini games. I don't remember if this one exists in 2, but it definitely exists in V3, where you have to, like, aim at specific text. and that involves, of course, aiming. During Danganronpa 2 with the class trials, see, I'm trying to remember the games in 2, and literally all I can remember is a game from V3 that sucks so much ass. Look, I might gas up V3, and let it be known, it's because I like the writing the most, I like the cast the most. The minigames are so bad. Well, no, Scrum Debate is good. Is that the one that introduced the sword one? I like that one. Like, the rest of them kind of suck. Mine can go to hell. What's the one? It's like Hangman's Gambit. That one can go to hell. The driving one kind of sucks. Does V3 have an ultimate luck person? No. No. Yeah, I had to double guess myself, but then no, it doesn't. 0 out of 10. No, that's what makes it good. Oh, 2 had the sword combat? My bad. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm like, 3 has... Is 3 the one with the silencer? It has the one where you have 3 people talking at the same time. It has lying, which is interesting, but I'll be honest, I kind of sucked at the game, so I had to look up where you could do that. Look, I like the storytelling. That doesn't... Nice voice crack. That doesn't... The trial minigames are just not good in general. And it's so funny how they keep making Hangman's Gambit continually worse. Continually worse. All of them are bad. Speaking of visual novels, Higurashi chapters were half off, so I picked up the rest of them. Okay, question. Is there... What order? I love my lucky guys. I can understand someone being super lucky. What do you mean you're the ultimate princess? There aren't that many princesses for it to to be complicated. See, I think it's kind of lame because it feels like they wanted to have a more down to earth relatable protagonist. So they're like, "Oh, someone who just got really lucky." So it can be more audience proxy, someone who's not super special, like you, dear reader, who are not special at all. No, but like normal in comparison to like literal yakuza, to assassin sword woman. I'm talking about Peko. About like a traditional dancer. There are 4 question arcs and 4 answer arcs? Are you talking about Umi Neko? That's not Higurashi, is it? Or are they the same? See, I'm thinking about Higurashi as the one with the green-haired yandere. All right. Okay, but luck is actually magic in the Danganronpa universe, so they're broken. Okay, I think that's more just like Komaeda being absolutely cracked in universe. I think Naegi is just like a guy. I was gonna say, are we allowing 2 spoilers? I think that guy is just cracked. Hold up, let me do a double crochet. 1, 2. Oh my god, this yarn is so thick and it's fucking dark. That's Higurashi. They also have question answer arcs. Oh my god, this shit's so confusing. I still really want to read Umineko, but I need to look into it more because everyone was talking about like don't buy them, get like this other version that has this other stuff, and I'm like, okay. I'll do that then, maybe. They just have different luck. Naegi has a luck that gives him what he needs. Nagito has luck that gives him what he wants. Nagito's got my luck. It's either really good or it's really shit. And you know what? Good for him. Help. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I have food. I forgot to mute the first time. My bad. I muted there. And I was trying to aim for the mute button on my microphone, but it kept missing. Ekin. Sorry. And there's more anime for Higurashi and manga for both series. See, I know, like, nothing about Higurashi. All I know is that, when Mirai Nikki was super popular, you had hipsters being like, the actual real yandere is this green-haired one, who I forget the name of, and also there may be 2 of them, but I don't remember. And that I tried to watch it, but I was completely, utterly baffled the entire time. I have no idea what was going on. Hi, I'm the best in the world at treating hamster. Cool. I can bend reality. Okay. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, the luck is literally whatever the story wants. And that's kind of lame. That's boring. And that's why V3 curb stomps them. No. So you have things that make sense, like, oh, this one's really good at piano. This one's really good at martial art. This one's a supreme leader. What does that mean, bro? No worries, I had no idea either. Okay, but like I would, if I'm going into something, I'd like to understand what's going on in it, you know? Dare I say. Should I even be using this yarn for this? Should I use my thick white yarn or should I use my thin white yarn? I don't know, bro. This big white yarn kind of pisses me off though because it falls apart so easily. It gets caught up in itself. Also, you're cherry picking with the hamster example. I'm sure he could take care of other animals. He just has 4 hamsters. What the hell is... I see. I thought I had notifications. Look, I'm checking my email. But then again, reality bending, I don't think it's that strong. I'm a denier. I think it's a gimmick. And dare I say, the only reason why it exists, the reason why it exists in the first game is because of what I said. They wanted to make Naegi a down-to-earth guy with a shit ton of plot armor. And then they wanted to subvert that in the second game, be like, "Oh, wow, we have a guy who actually has a talent. We just don't know what it is." And and the luck one is the not anti-hero, but like the main oppositional force. I'm looking at it from a meta perspective. I'm tapping into the mind of the writer. I'm looking at this through their eyes. Oh yeah, so I went clothes shopping today because I needed button-up shirts because y'all, less than 2 weeks from now, they're gonna I'm getting put on the table. They're gonna slice me up into little ribbons. Anyway, but after they do that, I'm not gonna be able to lift my arms super high, so I need shirts that I don't have to pull over my head. So I was doing that, and what a freaking coincidence! As we were coming back, I get a phone call, and it's from the city that this place is based out of, and I'm like, on the off chance that this is relevant, let me pick it up. And what do you know? What do you know? That's right. It was the surgeon's office. It was because they were like, all right, we need to schedule your post-op. So I did that. Yippee! Exciting. And I got some shirts. Yippee! Both Naegi and Nagito are ultimate plot armor. Yes. But Nagito does it better because he's an actual character. True. Also, can we talk about how today's the day when we find a shiny? Yes, we absolutely can, because you know what? Today's the day. We are going to get Yellow Shiny Fire Dog the second. What are we gonna name it when we get it today on this May 22nd day in my time zone? Tomorrow will be shiny. Yesterday was not quite. You know what? We're gonna do some math. And by math, I mean I'm gonna do Google. I'm gonna look it up. Just kidding. I'm not using Google. I'm using the duck one. I can't spell. It's not Shin. Why is shiny Dragonite the first shiny? Today will be shiny and tomorrow, not the day after, though. Oh my god, you're saying that I'm gonna get 2 shinies day after day, full odds? Whoa, that's so freaking cool. Calculator. That's right. My odds are 1 in 8192. And we are at, I'll just round up to 5,800. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a roughly 50% chance that I would have found it by now. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh, is my mouse dead? I have no patience. No patience for you. No patience for your nonsense today. We're already doing this. You one of these days I'm gonna get so fed up with the shuffle. We are going to listen to Buried Relic for 4 hours. And you will like it. You know what? Actually, I don't care if you like it. I'll like it. I like that song. I like that dungeon. I'm mad that they nerfed a ton of the 99 floor dungeons in DX. Meow! It's not my fault that YouTube Shuffle sucks absolute ass. Yes, please keep looping the same 7 things. Anything but Buried Relic. No, we are going to Buried Relic together, and we will like it. Do you know what Pokemon Kaizo is? In theory? In practice? No, I don't. I would assume it's like a Nuzlocke, but harder. And I'll be completely honest, whenever I see like, I beat Pokemon's hardest Kaizo, I'm like, alright, do not recommend channel. I don't particularly care to see challenge content. The only thing I care about it is just to... You're not starving on floor 5. It's fine. I'm the leader anyways, so you guys don't get hungry. Anyway, I find it interesting to see where the challenge is go. How we went from just like normal wedlocks to slight rule variations, and now it's like randomizers, Kaizo, you have all these other rules. And I think that's interesting information to track. You know what, that actually is a good comparison to how I view them. They're like randomizers. And I know a ton of people love randomizers, but I'm just like, that's something interesting, but from afar. I would never do one. But that's what's nifty about games. You can enjoy them in different ways. I enjoy them like... I don't know, holding hands with my unhinged brethren. Who the fuck plays games like this? I play games the wrong way, actually. Or like it's RuneScape. From what I know of RuneScape. But then I'll see a drop rate in RuneScape being like 1 in 200,000, and I go, okay. That one feels a little ridiculous. Kaizo's a challenge where you have one mon, randomized moveset, randomized moveset, ability stats, keeping the base stat total, randomized items and TMs, and you can't fight wild things to level up nor use TMs. And you can't go to the same place twice, and there are more rules. Hit the pinnacle of challenge. Yeah, see, and in my mind, I'm like... But, like, why? What would inspire one to do this? And the reason is because you like challenge. There's a mystery dungeon Kaizo? I'm sure there is. Let me fire up my red rescue team, shiny patch. And we could do that instead. That's my challenge run. But yeah, I said I know what it is in theory because I can just take, oh, Kaizo. Kaizo is when something is... You make something crazy, stupid hard compared to the original. Many oftentimes in unfair ways, but I feel like that's not so the instance anymore. Or less so. And now it just means something that's really hard. I don't know, I feel like for me personally, the randomness aspect would just get really annoying. It's like, oh, so I can just randomly run into an absolute god run and I just win because I get really lucky, well, that doesn't feel very satisfying. That just feels kind of lame. To me, personally. And then it's like, oh, I got a fucking sunkern. All right, well, may as well reset. Every floor is full of traps, and every floor is as big as possible with crazy high levels and starting at level 1. And this is when I'm like, damn, I just really don't... I play some games partially for the gameplay, but I'm like, that just sounds annoying. Why would I do that to myself? So I wouldn't. I played Celeste, and that's enough for me. I only like hard games if they're good. That's me launching my rage bait. No, they have to have other things other than just being challenging, because if it's just challenging, I'm going to be upset, and that's it. And I don't feel any satisfaction from doing a hard task, so I'm making myself mad for no reason. But a fool's errand. I like the general loop or gameplay loop of Mystery Dungeon, so I'm okay with just opening the game. This is why I play Shiren the Wanderer instead. They have Minesweeper Dungeon, so clearly superior. See, and I don't know what you mean by that. But cool. I never, why did I have to think about Celeste? I don't want to look at Celeste. I don't want to think about Celeste. I am never playing Celeste again. Yeah, that's the reason why I was able to tank through Lobotomy Corporation, more so Library of Ruina. Is because the story was so good that I wanted to play through the shit-ass stages so that I could read the story. If the story was bad, my ass would not have finished Library of Ruina. I hate the gameplay of that game. Everyone stop what you're doing. My cat is snoring. Oh my god. I hope your kitty is having lovely little dreams. Where they catch a little mouse. Oh my goodness. Hi. Hold on. I didn't know that you streamed. Anyways, hello, Sadbot, and also Raiders. Welcome in. I hope your Cult of the Lambing was good. I am currently shiny hunting in Fire Red for Growlithe. Hello, McDingus. It was epic. Yippee! Yeah, that game is super fun. Actually, the only bad thing about it is that I put my dog in there, but of course that opens up my dog to... I need to protect her. Nothing bad can happen to her. My friend Myadene is a tsundere? You don't want to be here when they get it. You don't... What are you talking about? Or don't you want to be... What? I'm so confused. Anyway. Oh wait, telling chat, you're my art fight friend. Are you doing it again this summer? Oh my goodness, yes. Don't ask me about any of my references. Friend, what? Sure. No, I was literally opening my sketchbook earlier and I was so intimidated. I was trying to work on stuff yesterday, but if you can believe it or not, while you are holding a Joy-Con in your dominant hand, it's a little hard to also draw at the same time. So that really didn't work out. But I have ideas in my head. And the problem with having ideas in my head is that I then need to translate them from my head to my hand. And that doesn't always work out so well. Which is to say, I hate designing outfits. I hate it so much. Pulling my hair out. Help! I realized I should have said mutual, but it was simply too late. More drawing streams in the future. Imagine how it's gonna be. Post-surgery drawing streams. That's what we're gonna be doing in June. I promise. I promise I'm gonna draw. It also doesn't help that I'm like, ooh, but I want to crochet. So I want to crochet. And you know what I can't do at the same time? Yeah, draw. I need to have 3 more hands. I'm simply excited I have Big number more OCs this year, and I've really improved with my art. So excited. And me, I'm like, wow, I like never draw. But I'll try my best. You could crochet attacks? I could. And I might, but I don't know, it's something to think about. 100 million. Look, it's like I'm playing Neopets. I see a big number and I don't see any commas. I'm just like, all right, big number. I don't need to look at it. I don't have that many points. Did I count that twice? I don't know. But I need to redo like all of my stuff because I'm unhappy with them. And I need to add more. The releasing of Tomodachi Life has been simultaneously amazing and also horrendous in terms of OC land. Because I can sort of make them in 3D. But then it's also like I get stun locked. Now I have to actually refine the designs now that I have the basics down, which is a little too much brain power. 100, oh there it is, I get it now. Whoa, that's like... That's like 2 zeros. And I hold up 2 to the camera, but you can't see because I don't have a camera. It's just a little me, a little PNG on screen. 2, like the amount of encounters until I get a full-on shiny and we all go, wow, oh my goodness, that's so cool. It's a shame that it's your 3rd Pidgey. Just kidding, it would be my 4th. But it would be funny. So, you did the peace sign to the imaginary camera? Yes, I did. Except. Okay, so speaking of Danganronpa, in my head, I have a I know what you are based on how you point. If you point at something with your thumb sticking out, that reads very Danganronpa to me. So I did a peace sign, but I had my thumb sticking out. 500 cigarettes. I learned oh my god. Okay, I thought that was from Trek, if only because I'm like, oh, sci-fi, and I don't know it. Is this from Star Trek? It's not. It's from something I've never heard of. I forget the name of it. But if they invented 500 cigarettes, it can't be that bad. Who is Jim Helper? Do I... You know what? You know what? Is that a question that I want the answer to, actually? I don't know people. And you know what? I mentioned earlier that I have my crochet in front of me. I've done like 2 stitches. What do you mean, who is Jim Helper? Did you never watch The Office? No, I haven't. And you know why? Because I think it is unfunny. So why would I waste my time watching something that I don't like? Also, cringe comedy makes me want to, like, peel my skin off. It makes me feel like my bones are liquidating. So I think, why would I subject myself to that when I could watch something that's good? No, stop saying things you don't mean. Of course, you think that you never watch it. Yeah. Because I've seen a couple of episodes and I'm like, oh, this isn't funny. This is making me sad. I'm sad. So why would I watch it? And that's why I say that I'm a hater of comedy. Because I feel like so many things that are supposed to be funny, I just don't like them. And if a comedy isn't funny, what is it? What are you left with? You're left with nothing. At least if something else is bad, it can be funny. I'm mostly there for the actor who plays the boss. Oh my goodness, I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about, in theory. You can call me a hipster the way that I don't watch, like, any popular shows. The only popular show that I've watched is, like, Breaking Bad. I guess technically Game of Thrones, but like I watched a couple seasons of it and I kind of don't remember any of it. It's because like a lot of them are comedies, and you know, go back to the previous statement. I just don't find a lot of them very funny, so I can watch something else. Steve Carell, is that Steve Carell? I mean, Steve. What shows do you find funny? No, none of them. But that's actually a good question because I couldn't. I can't come up with anything off the top of my mind. But also keep in mind, I don't watch that many shows. I'm trying to tap into the... Pretty sure it's Steve? What? And see, now the trains of thought have, like, crashed into each other and they're going up in a giant plume of smoke, and I'm like... I can only remember that Friends was taken off of Netflix. Another show that I've never watched. But it was a big deal to people. And I'm like, why? Oh, so this isn't about the show then? You just don't find any show then? Yeah, I hate comedy. Fun is not allowed. I've never laughed in my life. The only thing I could think of is a movie. And of course, it all comes back. It's American Psycho. I'm envisioning the scene where Patrick Bateman is washing his gloves so vigorously because a queer man came into his vicinity and he has to wash the gay off of his hands. And I think that's really funny. That's what's funny to me. Yeah, I like angst. Angst and dramedy. Not whatever. You get it. Comedy more like mid-y. No, it's just that I had a metal pipe dropped on me when I was like 7 or something. I'm built different, and different is worse. That scene shouldn't... It's not funny, but it's so funny to me. It's not a funny movie, but I'll say it's my favorite comedy. And it's a movie. It worked! Oh, this is so wonderful. This is so amazing. My sound alerts have not worked for the longest time, and I can finally hear them again. I just turned them on and off again, brother. So to recap, The Office is a bad comedy, not like American Psycho. Exactly. You get it. That's how my brain works. In parentheses, wrong. It works wrong. I get it. But like, ugh. That was one of the things, Okay, so I mentioned that I watched Project Hail Mary recently, right? I'm not gonna say anything about it other than because my mom liked the audiobook and because I know generally what she likes, we don't have that similar tastes. I was worried that I was not going to like it because I thought it was going to try to be too funny. That's what I'm like. But then it wasn't, so I was like, okay, I can actually enjoy it. That's crazy. It's okay. And this entire time I've been trying to go through my mental Rolodex of like shows that I've watched. And I'm like, call me a fucking weeb if you want, you're not incorrect. But I'm like, shows that have real people in it? Oh, wait, I could have just said SpongeBob. Brother. Look. I was trying to think of real people shows. Shows with real people. And once again, call me a weeb the way that I don't watch a lot of those. SpongeBob is cute. I love that little guy. I love his joyous attitude. Good for him. And also, I'm just like him for real, for real. We're both asexual. Good for us. As long as they don't get me banned. SpongeBob counts. SpongeBob does count. But since The Office was brought up, I was trying to think of things within that sphere. Things like Seinfeld, not watched. Friends, not watched. Like Parks and Recs, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What are other things like that? Schitt's Creek. Psych. My friends watched that in high school. Things like that. I'm like, I just haven't watched them. Each sentence of this topic is worse than the last. Good. I gotta keep you on your toes. The only reason I even watched Breaking Bad, I watched it like in 2020. It's because my period cramps were kicking my ass so bad and I needed to watch a long ass show, and I just finished watching Haikyuu. So I'm like, let's watch Breaking Bad. It's getting better. And now I watch like one episode of Better Call Saul every like 2 months. We just finished season 2. Look, we just keep forgetting about it because I'm watching it with my dad. And like it's good, but it's also pissing me off. It's pissing me off because it's written well, but it's pissing me off nonetheless. Everyone's pissing me off. Except for like the car. Have you watched Golden Girls? I have not. Am I a fake gay? Should I? How long is it? Better Call Saul is only the best show ever made, no pressure. Everyone says this. I also feel like I can't watch a ton of it because, see previous statement, every single one of them is pissing me off. And I like need to take a breather because I just want to chew them up to ribbons. Me when I have nothing to complain about, but I work at the complain factory. Me when we just got a fresh shipment of complaints at the piss me off factory. All right, boys, lunchtime. Everyone says that Better Call Saul is the better show than Breaking Bad, so I would assume that if you like Breaking Bad, you're probably also going to like it. I've also never watched Office, Parks and Recs, or any of the other popular shows. Oh my goodness. We should form an alliance. Yeah, isn't Better Call Saul it is... No, factually, it's technically a prequel, but it is best viewed with context of the other show. And it's really funny observing how you have these very, very serious moments from Breaking Bad being absolutely butchered and taken as jokes. And to be fair, out of context, some of those scenes are very funny. It's the whole of fandom will introduce things that the show itself lacks. Like you have something that's very serious, very dramatic, very moody. And you you have a lot of silliness. My friend currently has me watching From. What? What was that? Wait, it's better than Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul asked the question, what happens if you take out all the characters instead of the best character of the show? Walter White ain't there. It's a horror show? Ooh, exciting. Although, I'm kind of horrored out at the moment. I've watched so many horror movies recently. It's both a prequel and a sequel. Oh, yeah! Okay, no, yeah. I'm remembering a couple things from the beginning. Okay, yeah. Me understand. Jesse buying the wrong acid is a great scene. Oh, it's been long enough that I'm forgetting a lot of the major details. All that I know is that I'm standing on my soapbox. Breaking Bad Season 1 is not bad. People just say that because you hear other people say that. I don't believe it. Who would even be my favorite character from Breaking Bad? See, because I would have multiple answers for that. Because favorite in that I like them as a person, or favorite as in I like how they're written? I would have to think about that. I just feel like there's not enough characters that have my level of ADHD where they're in a good crisis. All I see in From is a bunch of neurotypicals running around and screaming. they're not I was gonna say interesting. That's not what I mean. They're not. I get it. Let me look this up though. Season 3, long ass show. I love how both Jesse and Saul have their own spin-off, like how they knew those were the best characters. Wait. Oh yeah, wasn't the Jesse one a movie though? I thought people didn't like that one as much. Is bad, it's slow paced and has a lot of dialogue, me when my characters talk. It's literally not even bad. I was seated and entertained. Because they're still introducing everyone. So you know what? I don't expect it to be cinema. Because they're introducing everyone to me. And I think that they did a very effective job of setting it up. Boring? Mm-mm. Shaking my head. I love things that are slow and boring. Because I don't find them boring. Plagued by terrifying nocturnal creatures. Ooh, spooky anime? What about it? Okay, but have we stated... But we've stated you have bad taste. I have amazing taste. My taste is so refined, actually. Okay, what's a popular thing that I don't like? Do you watch? Do you like? Yes. What's the most recent thing that I finished? Y'all, I already forgot. Help! Clearly it wasn't that impactful. Wait, pause. It was Dun-Da-Dun Season 2. Wait. It was the first 4 or 5 episodes of Witch Hat Atelier. And then I read the whole manga because I had to know. I had to know. This is what shiny hunting does to a person. Oh, makes them have immaculate taste. Exactly. Wait. Do people still like Promise Neverland? That's a popular thing that I don't like. I don't care for season 1 of the Promise Neverland. That's a thing that I find kind of boring. Somehow. What's wrong with me? Also, because, okay, so, have we watched Link Click? Because they kind of do a similar thing. They leave... I wasn't gonna watch that shit. Look, people only don't like season 2. People say that season 1 is good, and if you can separate them, then it might be worth it. Anyway, they do a similar thing they end all the episodes in, like, cliffhangers that don't really amount to anything. But it pissed me off so bad in Promise Neverland. It did not piss me off in the other one as much. A lot is wrong with you. Yeah, you're right, but like, whatever. Fuck it, we ball. and this is where I say it's okay. That's why I'm getting surgery. They're gonna fix what's wrong with me. They're gonna turn me into a top. Also, everyone loves Made in Abyss, and you cannot get me to watch that show at all. No, but that one's actually fair. Because the author should be in jail. I can only tolerate nonsense to a certain extent. You can be like, oh, the world building's good or whatever. Okay, but let's look at the very obvious nonsensory that's going on over here, okay? That guy's a fucking creep. I don't want to be supporting. Apothecary Diaries is really good. I'll be honest. I didn't really care for that one. Who is the main guy? The guy who's a eunuch, but, like, he's definitely not. He was pissing me the fuck off. I hate that guy. I don't know. I didn't find the mysteries very interesting. They kind of did that thing where it's like, oh, character takes off makeup and they're suddenly so attractive, but to me, she kind of looks the same. So I'm like, all right, fine. I don't know. I couldn't really get into it, and that made me sad. You and Mao Mao have so much in common. She also hates him. Yeah, but they eventually get together, and I don't like that. I don't like that that's definitely going to happen, so I'm like, all right, let me tune out before they actually upset me. They asked the question, oh wait. If you ignore the best character, best arc, and best plot points. Oh wait, I didn't read the season 2 was asked, they destroyed the manga completely. I see. Nobody likes season 2 of The Promised Neverland, I'm telling you. Even the author is pissed about it? Who wrote him? You did that! You didn't have to do that! Just kill him. Just kill him off. That's mean, but like, just get him out of here. You didn't have to do that. Oh wait, I read the manga right after season 1 and entered season 2 expecting it to be similar to the base material. Ooh, that was your first mistake. You can't go into anything with any expectations or you're gonna get super let down. Or in the inverse, you go into something expecting it to be god-awful, and then you're just like, oh, it's just like, whatever. So it seems better in comparison, so maybe do that one instead. I actually need another thing to watch. I'm indecisive. I don't know what to watch. This is where I would put my season 2 of Land of the Lustrous if they made it. They're never gonna make that shit. They're not only are they never gonna make that shit. Maybe it's for the best. No, it's not for the best. How the fuck would they animate some of that shit? Orange would figure it out. They would figure it out. But like how? Also, you know, no offense to the artist. No offense to the lovely Haruko Ichikawa. I can't tell some of these people apart. I just can't. I need them to be color-coded. It's been 10 years. It's been 10 years. I've been waiting this entire time. Please. Please. I know it's in licensing hell, but please. I was gonna say, stop making B-Stars. Don't stop making B-Stars. I like B-Stars. Stop making Trigun. Fuck Trigun. Has it really been 10 years? I swear to God, season 1 came out in 2016. If it didn't, ban me. I'm looking it up. Not Lord of the Rings. Speaking of... Oh, sorry, I lied. It's 2017. So almost. Y'all, we're never gonna get a season 2. It's never gonna happen. Don't stop making B-Stars, stop making Trigun. That's my hot take. Look, it's because B-Stars is good. Okay, I actually liked Trigun, or I liked Stampede. I despise the 90s version. That one was so fucking unwatchable. I wanted to rip every single follicle of hair out of my body watching it. It was so 90s derogatory. Ugh. Stampede was actually watchable. And then the 90s version has the fucking audacity to get decent in the second half. Waste all my goddamn time. I couldn't watch B-Stars. SMH. Look, this is what I'm talking about. I'm a curated taste dispenser. I tried to watch 4 episodes. I can't do it. Don't worry. I'll watch all of them in your stead. I need to actually finish reading the manga. Thank you. You can have them. I'm glad we could come to this understanding. Y'all can take this up. Y'all can take this stuff that I don't like that you might like. What are my other hot takes? I don't know. Every take is hot if you disagree with me, I suppose. You know what? I say that. I named my shiny Gligar that I got in Crystal after Blue Summer because I thought that the name was cool. and I was debating about it because I'm like, I was having a miserable time watching that show. So I'm like, do I really want to name a shiny that I really like after this show that I don't even like? Yes, I ended up doing that. You know what? And I say it's worth it. Are they ever gonna make more of that? Or is it also stuck in developmental hell? Does Studio Orange just hate me in particular? Wait, I was going to watch something and then I blanked. I would name a Pokemon a show I don't like and then have it use self-destruct the whole time. Well, perhaps unluckily in this, the learn sets in Generation 2 are so fucking garbage. so I don't think it could. To change the topic, because I'm getting rage baited and it's working. I'm sorry. If you like something that I don't like, I'm glad that you can find enjoyment in it. I'm just a hater. I was playing a random lock today of Pokemon Emerald. Did you get something cool? I love dispensing hot takes, though. I like low stakes arguing. I got a Typhlosion with superpower. Oh, so is everything randomized? See, I would think that it would just be the encounters. Is it the learn set? What was the thing that I was going to read/watch? Fuck it, we're just rewatching Evangelion plus the movies for like the third time. What freaking ever. We're just rewatching Utena. Why not? Wait, it got killed by a staff hydro cannon from a Blastoise. I'm sorry, it's a little funny. It's a little funny. It sucks, but it is funny. May as well have caught a shiny and then killed it. I don't know how good it is to find something that has a really good learn set. I mean, probably... I'm like, well, there's a lot of good moves. There's a lot of bad moves. Food. I am Hiccup. I've had food this entire time, and I've just been distracted. How dare you speak to me and distract me? SMH my freaking head. How dare this Growlithe not even be shiny? We've almost done 200 encounters this stream. And technically the number is a little bit of a lie. I did a few encounters earlier, but I was trying to sew in the ends of some of my squares, some of my crochet squares. And once again, you'll never guess it. Also, ads will start soon. It's not terribly easy. Not easy. I don't remember when the moveset, but it was mainly physical moves plus superpower. One of my gripes with Gen 3. What do you mean that there's no physical special split in Gen 3? Maybe I'm spoiled. Just kidding. It's called having taste. Maybe I'm spoiled from having grown up in a Generation 4 and after world. But going back to Gen 3 specifically and not having physical special split, it's like, what do you mean? We have so many Pokemon at this point that are completely garbo because their learn set just does not match their type, does not match their stats. What was the thought process? They didn't have to make Gengar a special attacker. I don't even care about Gengar. Haunter. I mean, look at who's on screen, yeah. You are spoiled for being born in Gen 4. Sorry that Gen 4 is good and Gen 3 is mid. Me when I rage bait. Me when I rage bait. Is it rage bait if I truly and honestly believe it in my heart and soul, though? Gen 3 enjoyers, while the ads are running, tell me why you like Dive. I'm convinced that people say that they like Dive, but they don't actually believe it. Me when I think about playing Red Rescue Team and then I remember that they have HMs in that game. Why? You are so good at rage baiting, and I'm getting so good at getting rage baited by you. sorry. I do it effortlessly. It comes so naturally to me. I don't do it on purpose. I just have polarizing opinions, I guess. Look, I've been a Gen 5 truther for, you know what? Maybe my not disdain, not dislike. See, dislike feels too harsh, and yes, ads are running, so nobody hears, so I just get to talk. Maybe a little bit is residual bitterness. Thank God ads. Haha. All right. So what's the most rage bait take that I can think of? Gengar sucks. I don't believe that. I don't believe that in my heart and soul. They do gotta stop adding it to every game, though. They gotta stop adding Psyduck and Magikarp to every game. I don't want to see those guys. Get them out of here. Add some good Gen 1 mods. No. It's just so easy to say things that I don't mean. Anyway, wait. What I was going to say is that maybe it's a little bit of residual bitterness from having Gen 5 be one of my childhood generations, and everyone be like, oh, Gen 5 sucks so much, Gen 1 is better, Gen 3 is so better. The people who weren't all over Gen 1 were all over Gen 3. And when I finally got to Gen 3, I was expecting it to be like, oh, this is like the best thing ever. And it was just, and it wasn't. And I didn't like playing it. So I'm like, okay, well, this freaking sucks. This is what y'all were hyping up? Come on. Be so for real. I'm still convinced not everyone... Y'all just say that y'all want the Battle Frontier back, but are you actually going to play it? Raise your hand if you're going to play the Battle Palace. Raise your hand if you're going to play the Battle Pyramid. Raise your hand if you're going to play the Battle Dome. Also 5,900. Your ass is not playing in half of those, more than half of those facilities. You are playing Battle Tower, you are playing Battle Factory. You might do another one. You are not playing Battle Pike. I'm so convinced. And you know why? Because that's me. That's me in the Gen 4 Battle Frontier. I am in the Battle Hall and I am in the Battle Tower. All right, ads are over. All right, Hot Take Dispensary back on. I'm convinced y'all don't want the full Battle Frontier back because you're only going to go to 3 facilities max. I believe that in my heart and soul. Y'all are not going to go to the Battle Palace unless you're forced to. They should bring back the Battle Hall for me specifically from Generation 4. I like that one. If they bring back the Battle Tower and they put 10 billion ribbons in it, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be so mad. I hate the Gen 4 Battle Tower. Rah! It sucks. I've never played the Battle Frontier. I know. I imagine most people probably haven't. But oh, Battle Frontier, when? When will the Battle Frontier come back? Y'all are not gonna play the Battle Frontier. You aren't. I agree with you conceptually that yes, it is very unsatisfying when games don't have as much features as the previous one. But you're not gonna play those facilities. You're just not. Become champion, boom, game over. See, I prefer the ones with a little bit of post-game. But kind of. Except in Gen 2. Gen 5, my beloved. Gen 4, my beloved. That's exactly what happens in Gen 6, though. Boo. You know what? Actually, I lied. The Emma storyline is good. I kind of forgot that it existed until I replayed Y like a couple. Red is spiritually mandatory. Dare I say, the game isn't over until you roll credits there. You have to do it. But even then, why are you playing Generation 2? Just play Heart Gold Soul Silver. No. Okay, like, I did enjoy playing through Crystal last year, but that was also because I was really excited to get to the point where I could Shiny Hunt Celebi. but suffering through all my Pokemon's shitty-ass learn sets, through how they absolutely shot Kanto in the knees in that game, which, like, to be fair, there is a reason for that. That game was already packed with data. It's kind of miraculous how much stuff they put on it, from my understanding. But, like, good grief. That's also Gen 2? It's not Gen 2. It's a Gen 4 game. Let's be so for real. Is this a Gen 1 game? Am I playing a Gen 1 game? No, I'm not. You can get Deoxys in it. Also, does Crystal have the Pokeathlon? No, it does not. It has the Battle Tower, though, funnily enough. They have Battle Tower. Wrong, you're wrong. Go stand in the corner. Okay, so why can I get a Mudkip? Why can I get a Mudkip in that game? Why are there no slots? Why is there Voltorb flip? Huh? Riddle me this. Why can't I get Latios and Latios? Checkmate, atheists. If Heart Gold Soul Silver isn't Gen 2, then why is it boring? Huh? I ain't never seen that take before. You'd have to pay me money to make me play Gen 2 again. But getting Bell Tower Suicune would be kind of cool. However, I get my beautiful matching set: shiny Celebi, shiny Lugia, shiny Ho-Oh, all with the same trainer ID. Super swag and cool. I ain't never playing that game again. It's so slow. The Pokemon are so bad. The learn sets are so bad. It's so slow. Why would I do that when I could play Heart Gold Soul Silver? It has the Pokeathlon. It has my Pokewalker. I can play Voltorb Flip. I actually like Voltorb Flip. It has the Safari Zone. I like the Safari Zone in that game now that I understand how it works. Wow, what do you know? Heart Gold Soul Silver song right now. It's like they know. But it's okay. I'm a black and white 1 enjoyer over black 2, white 2. I'm a Gen 7 enjoyer. Is the general public coming around on Gen 7? I think that they are. I hope that they are. Are y'all developing taste? Can we acknowledge that Gen 7 is good now? Please, thank you. Wait, and this is when I bring up, I need to crack open my 3DS and actually set up my Ultra Sun file. But it took so goddamn long to SOS that Larvesta that I didn't want to open it for a while. Also, I'm mad that my 3DS is breaking again. Gen 2 only has 3 good things: Ho-Oh, Scizor, and Dark-type. It has Chinchou. It has Murkrow. It has Gligar. It has Raikou. It has Celebi. It has Lugia. It has all the starters. I actually like all the starters in that game. It has Furret. Furret's really cute. It has Larvitar. It's got Claire. I like Claire. It's got... I'm trying to think. I'm like, alright, what are my favorite Gen 2 mons? I've said all of them. None of those Pokemon are Scizor? Yeah. I prefer Scyther. I'm sorry. I think Scyther is cooler. It's okay, because both of them are better than Kleavor. Can we agree? Kleavor sucks. Objectively, Scizor is the better Scyther evolution. It's got Kingdra. But I can't get Kingdra because I can't evolve. Chinchou might actually be my favorite Generation 2 Pokemon. What an interesting take. Ho-Oh isn't even that good, but it has no rival in the legendaries. What is Lugia even doing? Swagging it up. Hello? It's cool. I like it. I have the little figure that I got when I pre-ordered Soul Silver back in 2009 sitting on my desk right now. I hate Kleavor. Kleavor sucks. It's a coin flip, the Hisuian evolutions. They're either really good or they're so bad. And I hate them. I despise them. Or they're Basculegion and I don't care about them. Because on one hand, you have, you know what, actually most of them suck. I was like, you have ugly Sneasler. I hate Sneasler. You have Cleavor. I hate Cleavor. You have Ursaluna, who's fine. Then, like, Hisuian Lilligant. Ew. Hisuian Zorua. It's cool. I like Unofin better, though. Ooh, you got Hisuian Braviary. Yeah! Woohoo! I don't like the Hisuian Evos. I feel like the only one that I like more than the regular one is Braviary. Because I'm like, I prefer Hisuian Zoroark and Zorua. I prefer, I prefer Unofin Zorua, is what I meant to say. I prefer Unofin Lilligant. I prefer regular Goodra. What are the other ones? I don't care about either of the electrodes. Avalugg looks kind of the same. So I don't care about any of them. Ursaluna's cool. Then, like, Weirder. Who celebrated? Raise your hand. Who celebrated when Weirder? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nobody. Basculegion's neat, I guess. But, like, who cares about Basculin? Nobody. Ursaluna is better than Ursaring? Yeah, but that's not saying much. Ursaring is kind of giving nothing. Generation 2 Pokemon are either top tier or they give so much nothing. It's absurd. But some of them I like. They're either Ledian, the beautiful, gorgeous Ledian, or they're Stantler. I'm sorry, Stantler. And I say this as a Chinchou fan. I know nobody likes that thing. Alright? If nobody's gonna bat for that fish, I will. Oh yeah, wait, Gen 2 has Umbreon. Everyone likes Umbreon except me. It also has Espeon. Lovely little Espeon. I think Game Freak should give a power-up and stats to Volcarona and also a Mega and also a Gigantamax. Holy based! Yeah, they should. I mean, does it really need the power-up? It's kind of strong already, but absolutely, it should get everything. It has 2 Paradoxes, give it 3 more. It needs everything. Give it a signature Z move, give it a Mega, give it a G-Max, give it a unique Terraform, why not? I fucking love Volcarona. Imagine that gif of Germa tearing off his shirt that says Mexico, and my shirt says Mexico, but it also has a Volcarona on it. Yeah! I love that thing. It was a legendary to me. I wish that they would do that with more Pokemon. Put them in special encounterable areas and there's only one of them, and it'll make kids think that they're legendaries. They gotta do that more. Volcarona's my #1 favorite mon. I fucking love Volcarona. It's so cool. Yes! For me, it was Rotom. But yeah, I did think Volcarona was a legendary for a little bit. I love both of them. I was so jazzed. Okay, I shiny hunted the Relic Castle one in Black and White 1 back in 2020, I think. That thing's so fucking cool. I'd say I want to use Volcarona every chance I get, which is technically true, but then I don't want to every chance because I want to use different things. Eventually I want to get it in Black 2, White 2. Or I guess White 2, because I don't want to reset my Black 2 cartridge and those things. Wait, no. I got Black 2 because I had Black 1 and White 2 because they both had Reshiram, and I wanted the ones with Reshiram because I don't like Zekrom. But I got Black 2 to complete the set. For completionism's sake, I wouldn't get it otherwise. I hate Zekrom. Reshiram gang forever. My only problem with it is this is basically a post-game mon. What do you mean a bug evolves at level 50+? Because it's special and strong. But yeah, it is really weird. But also it's kind of funny because it shares that problem with Zweilous. Like, there's no way you're evolving Zweilous before the Elite Four unless you super focus it. Completing the game with a Zweilous and a Larvesta. That's me. But it's okay because Zweilous is really cute. Larvesta is also pretty cute. Hello, hi, welcome. Welcome to my shiny hunting dungeon where we don't get shinies. I just talk about ones that I have. Sorry, that's Defeatist. We're going to get something today. What are you hunting for? I'm hunting for Growlithe. In Fire Red, Switch Edition, it's a 20%. I've not phased yet. But I'm hoping that I could get something today because it would be super cool. And Rufflet, I'll be honest, Rufflet is like kind of forgettable, right? I know we were just talking about Hisui and Braviary, but like, if y'all think of Unova Pokemon, out of all of them, I feel like Rufflet is going to be one of the last ones you say. Same with the other one, the Vulture one, Vullaby. You are not remembering that thing. But you know who you are remembering? Maractus. Yeah. You're remembering Sigilif. Fun, I got my first shinies 2 in 2 days. Wow, wait, that's so cool. What'd you get? Very, very nifty. Yeah, I'm trying to get all of my favorite shinies in this game. So that's the ultimate goal. We're getting Growlithe. That's the whole... This thing is the entire reason why I'm playing Fire Red. Is because I wanted Growlithe. Or, why I'm playing this one over Leaf Green. Alolan Vulpix and Rockruff and SOS chaining. Okay, but important question. Are you evolving the Rockruff and into which one? I love both of those as well. Braviary is a stationary Pokemon. Okay. But did you find out about that static spawn naturally, or did you have to look it up? Thinking. I didn't find it naturally. Wait. We should all go to Undella Bay together and get the Jellicent. I love Jellicent. Rah! I love that jellyfish. But also, it's so funny, Angelic, that you mentioned SOS chaining, because I was just talking about the Larvesta that I got earlier this year from SOS chaining, so I've been burned. I went so over odds on that Larvesta. It took me so long. It sucked. And I also wasn't completely prepared for it, so it was partially my fault. I don't think I'll evolve the Rockruff. Maybe I'll get a second one and evolve it. Slay. All of them are cute, so you can't go wrong. Although, personally, I like the midday form a little better. I like the dusk form the most, but you can't get that via SOS, because it's weird. I need to get a shiny one of those eventually, but I would want to get it in like a cool ball, which would involve more breeding, and I don't want a Masuda in Gen 7 just yet. You can't make me. Dusk form is aura farming. I love it. It's so cool. Okay, but the reason why I love it is because it was the only event Pokemon that I ever had that you could nickname it. There may be a couple others that fit that, but it comes in a Cherish Ball and you can give it a name. You can't usually do that. So I had my special Dusk Lycanroc with me in Ultramoon. Shout out Baskerville, that's what its name is. I got both of them under 70. It's fine. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. It's all good. Yeah, no, for Larvesta, because I really didn't want to farm a Pokemon that had Harvest, I just kind of had to tank it. And Larvesta has a very low call rate, so very often it would just kill itself because it ran out of moves. Which was not fun, considering that Larvesta is a 1% spawn. So not only did I go over odds, but I have to I had to keep refinding a 1%, which could take hours. I saw over 1,000 Larvesta. This is without charm, by the way. Could you imagine if that was with charm? Oh my goodness. I've only ever gotten the charm in Gen 8 and beyond. Thank you for the follow, by the way. That's so rough, yeah. It took so long. It took a couple weeks of kind of just doing that. There was nothing more demoralizing than having the Larvesta call and it doesn't, nothing shows up, and you can tell a lot of turns have passed, and finally something shows up. It's a Volcarona. Oh no. Because Volcarona can't call. And I'm like, no. It's so over. But I did eventually get it. I don't even remember what I named it. Does it even matter? Either way, don't do it. Larvesta is so cursed. Okay, no, we're going into details with this. Larvesta is cursed for multiple reasons. It has Absorb, so it'll constantly be gaining a little bit of health. It has Bug Bite, which could potentially mess you up. It has Flame Body, so you might be taking chip damage if you're not a fire type. And because it's constantly gaining a little bit of health, you want something with False Swipe. So you basically have to on-field an Alolan Marowak. So the only reason I did that is because I had an Alolan Marowak leveled from my Sun playthrough in like 2017. I'm like the least prepared ever for shiny hunting. I'm doing a Parasect with Spore and False Swipe and 400 Lepa Berries in my inventory. Okay, but what part of that is unprepared? That is decently prepared. Alolan Marowak is top tier. Oh, it is for sure. But it's just that Oh, wait. No, another thing. The Larvesta you get will all have Takedown. So you need to be leading with a Ghost type. Otherwise, you're done. And once again, you don't want to be taking burn damage. So you're leading with an Alolan Marowak with False Swipe, which means that you have one move slot that isn't moves that can help you. It doesn't call ever. Be more prepared. Because this thing gets one shot by any fire type over level 40. Okay, just level it up then. Teehee. But yeah, that would be kind of difficult if you're hunting a Vulpix. But SOS is pretty chill. If you're not getting crazy unlucky against Larvesta. Maybe the worst thing to SOS chain in the game, aside from the 1% calls. Anything would have made me feel unprepared against sand attacking Rockrafts. Oh, true. You would need something with Keen Eye. Or something that had, like... What are, like, Aerial Ace? Like those things. Aerial Ace, Magical Leaf. You always feel underprepared when you see something. Oh, thank you for the save. I will save. Used a guard spec every 5 turns. It was so awful. It's okay. Next time we just need to pick better targets. Thank you for the meow. And the hydrate. That's a good idea, actually. And the posture check. Ew, yucky. Okay, posture. What would you like me to write on the screen? Or yeah, if you want an image, you can also request an image. I forgot to change that one. Ah. Yeah, I really gotta start on that Gen 7 thing I want to do, because I got a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling that soft resetting for Rowlet is going to take forever. And I'm not even sure I want to SOS for anything. Let me see real quick. I think this as text. Oh, this is Nidoran woman. Perfect. I want to do a shiny only run of a game. I might do Ultra Moon. What do we think? Yes! Yes, you should! Because that's what I'm planning to do for Ultra Sun. My plan is to do a shiny only run, but with my favorites that I've used in my old Ultra Moon and Moon thing. So basically just my favorite Gen 7 mons, except for Silvally, because that's a post-game only. With the ultimate goal of, I want to get Poipole. I want to have a team plus Poipole. We could do it at the same time? No, wait, that's yes, but that's pressure for me to actually get it set up. I have been talking about doing it like all year though. That's why I got the Larvesta, by the way, because I wanted a thing that had flame body to help me hatch eggs. And I didn't want to hunt Magby because I'm stupid. No, I didn't want to hunt Magby because I thought Larvesta would be more interesting. And then by the time I had everything set up, I'm like, okay, I'm in way too deep. We need to see this through. Magby would have been way easier. Pressure me to actually find and buy a used copy. In my experience of getting Ultra Sun recently, it shouldn't be that bad. Luckily, I guess, the 3DS Pokemon games have kind of not gone up in price. I want to say it's because all of them can play in any language. Oh yeah, I guess it kind of depends on... I forgot that I think the cartridges are region locked. I just forgot because my 3DS is, may or may not be jailbroken, so it doesn't matter. It's a little harder because I need a European copy and US ones are way more common. Ah, yes, fair. See, I forgot that that was a thing because I have a Japanese console. A Japanese 3DS, and it can play all my cartridges. I guess this is your sign. You should hack your 3DS. I'm not saying that's how I was able to get Crystal, but it may be how I was able to get Crystal. I'm totally not considering that all. Well, if you did, I would say that it is theoretically pretty straightforward, all things considered. You just need a computer that can read an SD card. A micro SD card. Wait, depending on what 3DS you have. I don't know what 3DS you have. Cough, cough, not even a little. Yeah, because the new 3DS XL uses only micro SDs, but the old 3DSs use big SDs. Which is a little annoying, because I needed to find a, I guess an SD card dongle to make the little one compatible into a big one so I could put it into my laptop. But I mean, wow, I love having Angela Library of Ruina on my 3DS home screen. I love that character. I love hearing the lobby theme. I like having access to Crystal. And other things. That's how I got Omega Ruby, because I couldn't find my brother's cartridge. I still want that cartridge, though. I wonder if there's a way to move the save. Wait, we're almost at 6,000. Yay, yippee, wahoo! Very exciting. Hacking mine sounds super scary because I've had it since I was really little and it's very important to me. See, you are literally me because I actually have two 3DSs. I got the second one because my first one was broken. I fixed it, so it works now, but while it was out of commission, I'm like, okay, I have this other system that I am not attached to as much. I'm okay if I mess it up a little. There are step-by-step instructions online in theory, not videos following a text guide. You're probably not going to mess it up. However, I understand. There's a reason why I theoretically, of course, have not hacked my older 3DS. It's also because all of the data on mine is spread over 2 SD cards, and it seems kind of annoying to consolidate it. Any clue why I can't watch Twitch on mobile on my home Wi-Fi, but works perfect on mobile data? And it's not Wi-Fi being slow. Well, first of all, hi. Second of all, no. That's really weird. I have no idea why. See, I would just assume that it's something of Twitch mobile being a piece of shit app. That would be my only guess. Either way, I'm sorry. I mean, not to dissuade you to go away or anything, but, you know, don't run up your data bill. Yeah, I have no idea. I think my bitrate's okay. It's been so long since I've had all the bitrate issues. It's so wonderful. Now I only get bitrate issues when I'm on my telehealth calls. So that's really fun. I'm on my computer now. Yippee! You're also on my computer. Whoa, that's so crazy if you think about it. I'm on your computer and you're on my computer. We're computer buddies, I guess. You're back? Welcome back. And you know what? Free sip of water. I see you eventually got the Eevee. I did get the Eevee. If you want to know the exact number, I think... Where is it? It was at 19,954 encounters that I got the shiny Eevee. So, you know, it took a little bit. Guess who's catching a cold? No! Don't catch a cold! No getting sick. No, you. I'm redirecting the pain your way. Why would you do that? That's well over double odds. Yeah, I know. And don't worry, I felt every single second of it. It was agonizing. It also didn't help that I was dealing with a repetitive strain injury at the same time. So, you know, not great, but I got it. I have the baby. But now I can crochet and draw again. Let's work on ref sheets together. I'm still wondering, am I even gonna feel well enough to... I'm gonna try really hard to stream on June 4th, but no promises. No promises. That's a couple weeks out from now. But I'm so intimidated. I'm so intimidated. Y'all, I gotta do 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. At least 9 refs. Brother! Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'll try, though. I'll try really, really hard. I need to tell myself, character ref sheets don't have to be refined. You just need to get the basics down. I'm not gonna do the basics. I overcomplicate things far too much. It's part of the reason why crocheting this fucking cardigan is taking too long, because I overthink all the patterns. And every day I finish 1 or 2 squares. I need to finish my fucking squares. And you know what? Even after I finish making all the squares that I need to construct this garment, you know what I have to do after that? I have to sew them all together. I have to make like what what is it called? Like the hem? Not the hem, like the not a lining. I don't know, whatever. I'm biting off more than I can chew, I think. And I can't even multitask. I've still done only like 3 stitches. You know what? Just because I said that, we're doing a double crochet right now. God, I hate this yarn. Out of curiosity, how long of streaming stuff until you're able to do the channel point thing? I'll be completely honest. I don't remember, but it's not tied to how long you stream. It's tied to you being affiliate. And I'm not sure what the requirements are anymore, but when I got affiliate, it was that you needed 50 followers. You needed an average of 3 viewers a stream for at least 3 streams. And something else. Maybe like a time requirement. So theoretically, you could only stream like 3 times. You could get it without affiliate? You can? Well, that's a new thing. I mean, have them on your channel. I see, they've updated it. That's good. Slay! I love channel points. I love lurking. Yeah, that's why I said when I had it, it was based on followers and view count, and I think you had to have like, I don't know, you stream on like 3 days, separate days of a month or something. Very interesting. So have they lowered the requirement for affiliate? That'd be nice if they did. I know it's affiliate tied. I've tried to set it up before, but it hasn't let me not affiliate yet. Oh, you need 3 average viewers over like 4 days. I see. Well, I don't know. Sai's saying that you can get it without being affiliate. Oh wait, it's not. You just need to fill out the tax forms. Okay, so I don't know where the tax forms would be, but maybe find them then. In an unrelated note, how long till we accept that this thing called shiny growlithe doesn't exist? We are literally under odds. Literally under odds. All right, calm down. This is when an old demon comes out. Scarlet Violet Hunters when the shiny doesn't show up in 20 minutes. No. Wait, but since we're in a post-ZA world, do we change it? Zone 3 starers? When the shiny doesn't show up in 10 minutes? And just to be clear, if you do that, it's fine. Who cares? Don't let anyone tell you what to do. We're hunting for shiny, or for differently colored pixels in a video game. This is a loser activity. Good time to say I never played past Gen 5. SMH. You're missing out on Generation 7. I've seen, like, no ZA shiny hunts, but I've seen a bunch of people complain about it. Well, yes. Buy me the consoles and I'll try it. Fair enough. Wait, creator dashboard monetization setup, I see. I love you, 3DS. 3DS, my beloved. I was shiny hunting in ZA until this came out, basically. Wait, the last thing I got in there was Latias. Slay! I love Latias. I've only played Sun and Sword so far. Didn't like Sword, love Sun. Absolutely based. sorry. No, I kind of do dislike Gen 8. Gen 8 is probably my least favorite generation. If we're not including Generation 1. And I love Gen 7. I fucking love Gen 7. Gen 7, my love, is when they started to put respect on bugs. Before that, it was just Volcarona. There are some other good bugs in Gen 5. I also just think that they're cool. There's cool bugs. You got Leavanny. Leavanny may suck, but I love it. I love Swadloon. They have Galvantula. Galvantula is so cute. They have Scolipede. Big horse. But yeah, there are a lot of good Gen 7 bugs as well. We need better bug types. You know what? Gen 5 also has Genesect. Is Genesect a bug type? Am I a fake fan? I can't spell. Fake bug fan. Oh, not Geneva! Alright, yeah. We're giving Geneva the Hydro Drive. That's also not how you spell it, bro. I can't spell. Help. Help. It is a bug type. It's Scizor. But cool. No. It's Scizor, but Kabutops. You know what, though? I can't hate on Gen 8 entirely. I like a lot of the Pokemon in Gen 8. I just don't really care for the story. I think the way that the game is laid out is like, whatever. I don't like the wild zones. I hate raids. I need them to never bring back raids. Raids suck. They suck in Gen 8. They suck in Gen 9. Don't bring them back. I hate them. And yes, I know. I realize that what I'm about to say is that you can just not farm the herbs. In Generation 9, to get the Sparkle Power sandwiches, you need to farm herbs. And you know where you get the herbs? You get them from raids. But the raids don't drop them at 100%. So you just have to hope and pray and go through these buggy, slow raids for a chance to get one. I hate raids. Yes, Scizor, Heracross, Shuckle, Galvantula, Ariados, Cressel, Rabombi, Golisopod. There's a lot of good mons pre-Gen 7. Okay, Rabombi and Golisopod are Gen 7. Second of all, are we talking about good as in strong or good as in we like them? Because good as in we like them, Ledian, Venoma, Beedrill. There's a lot of good ones. I don't like the open world ones. They don't look as good as the ones that I played, and they didn't really play well either. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I don't think that there's a good Pokemon open world. I think that they're all not good. The best one is ZA, but that's not really open world, is it? I mean, it kind of is. It just... They don't feel designed to be open world. They feel designed to just be open. Nothing feels purposeful. There's nothing really interesting to do in them. And they run like shit. Are they? Yeah, they're definitely Generation 7. It's not that ones before were bad, but Gen 7 is when they started getting a lot since Gen 7. Oh yeah, wait, isn't that when they buffed Leech Life as well? Yeah, they got 2 more 100% attack fizz moves with good effects, positive effects. Yeah, they started giving them... better things to do. My point stands. There is a lot of good designs and a lot of strong Pokemon. No, but I get what Coda's saying. Bug types really got a lot of the short end of the stick. They didn't have a lot of good moves. They need to make bugs super effective against Fairy. They gotta do that. That's the only type change we need. We also need a bug type legendary because I think it would be super cool in swag. And no bug-type Silvally doesn't count. Bug-type Arceus doesn't count. An actual bug. And we need a regional form of Flygon that's a bug so that the Flygon fans can shut the hell up. In parentheses, I like Flygon too. But Flygon fans cannot shut up about Flygon. If we get a bug legendary, I need it to be a small bug. That would be so cool. It needs to be like Rabombi. Rabombi! Water bubble, ice scales. At least take away fairy bug resist. It's so dumb! It's so dumb. Bug already gets nothing. It's already, I'm so sorry to bug type. It is the weakest type. They need to give it something. Make a really little Flygon and make it a bug. That would actually be so fun, though. A regional variant where it just kind of... it's just kind of a little guy. Moonblast you, though. Like a Weedle thing that canonically kills you if you touch it. No, 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 no. It needs to be the snail. The immortal snail that's approaching your location. That's what it is. Especially in considering all the fairy psychic types that are neutral. You make a very compelling point. Fairy types need to be put in their place. I'm sick and tired of them. I like that the fairy type exists. I used to be a hater of it just because. I like that it exists. It's a little too strong, methinks. They can get taken down one single peg. I'm also not totally not biased because I really like dragon types, like Hydreigon. Game Freak should reward us for the ideas with the lawsuit. Now you're talking. Okay, but if they are taking suggestions, I have one humble suggestion. Make the shiny for Pombon black, so it can look like my dog. Thank you. I'll never ask for anything again. That's not true. But I'll be very happy about it. You'll see me in the mines. Wait, it's gonna be... Okay, Weewa. It's gonna be so interesting when it comes out because we're not gonna get data mines. I love posting misinformation. Make a Pokemon game that is good, please. ZA came out recently. I can't say Pokopia because I've not played it. I like ZA. I think ZA is good. ZA is the best Switch Pokemon game. Argue with the wall. I haven't played since Gen 5 since I'm a hater. See, I'm biased. I'd say 6 and 7 are worth it. Mostly 7. But I've also played all of them. I'm going to like them to some degree regardless. Gardevoir, Galarian, Rapidash, Hatterene, Mr. Mime, Tapu Lele. Mime and Guard both lost their dark and bug weaknesses. Losing... See, the dark one I don't care about as much, but the bug... The bugs get nothing and then they got less. But also, why would you use Hatterene when Hattrem is way cuter? When Hatenna is way cuter. Kind of a cosmic song choice. Gen 8's got so many cool Pokemon. Gen 8 has Applin. It can't be all bad. It has the fucking apple. It's not even that late. Why am I so yawn? Help! I love Applin. Applin is genuinely my favorite Generation 8 Pokemon. I love it. It's so silly. It's just a fucking apple. It's like 11 p.m. What do you mean not that late? Well, it's not like 1 o'clock. That's what I mean. It's not 1 a.m. I'm not playing Limbus Company and the clock strikes 1 and I'm like, please, does anyone know how many more nodes are left? Please, I need to know. Can I go to bed? Or am I almost done? 1 a.m. is not that late. It's actually super early. Boo! Early is when it hits 5. 5 is early. 3 is late. Well, coin flip. Depends on what I feel like. The day doesn't end until I go to sleep. Methinks. Why do we have to bring up Gen 8? Gen 8 could have been so good. The day doesn't end, period. You should go to sleep. Sleep is good. You know what else is good? Me eating my cold food. Talking about the cold, I'm dying. I'm sorry. If you could send the cold up north, we can swap. Actually, no, you don't want to swap because it's gonna rain all week and also be a little cold, so maybe you don't want that. I need it to stop raining. Or if it's gonna keep raining, can it rain less? I need to plant things in the ground, and I can't do that while it's thunderstorming. Well, I could, but I won't. I'll be a little responsible. We're in winter over here, we're already cold. And this is when I'm like, in my head, the seasonal changes. It's summer starts on the 21st of June. So technically it's still spring over here, even though all the rain does read very summer. But yes, autumny winter. Gen 7 also gave a bug priority. I'll yield that Gen 5 did the great Quiver Dance spread. Volcarona, you'll forever be famous to me. Winter-like temperatures. Oh yeah, no. Like last week we had temperatures that are like 100 Fahrenheit. It fucking sucked. That's definitely a summer temperature. Hashtag climate change. What happened to spring? Yesterday we woke up to 1 Celsius. Ooh, chilly. See, I know what that one is. Ugh. And I'm like, wow, I got short sleeves today. Even though it's been rainy and a little chilly, I can't be wearing pants or else it gets way too hot. Yeah. I know what 0 and 1 Celsius is because I could be like, okay, that's 32F. And why is it? I don't know. But that's freezing. Almost quite literally. Sending you a warming spell. Send away the warmth from here. Send away the humidity. I'm sick and tired. What tree will be knocked over by the thunderstorms this year? We don't want the humidity. Okay, so we destroy the humidity with our collective powers. Nobody should have the humidity. I don't want it either. I guess we have to fight about it. I guess that is the nice thing about the rain. It's just wet. It's not humid. It's not swimming outdoors. Send the humidity to some volcano or something. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Send it to the middle of the ocean. I don't know. Maybe some whale would like it. They should make another giant ass whale Pokemon that isn't Wailord. We need more types of whales. Whales are cool. Dondozo doesn't really count, does it? No, that's just like a big fish. Who even cares about Dondozo when you have Tatsugiri? May I present to you the 3 colors? An orca? Orca. I was thinking of a whale shark, which you could argue if that's a whale or not. But I think whale sharks are extra cute. But I also like, and yeah, saw sharks also aren't sharks. They're more akin to rays. Actually, no, they are a ray. But they're so cool. Or like a little nurse shark. I don't know. I like sharks. I like whales. I say we get too many water Pokemon, but I want a whale. Make a cloud whale. Gen 7 also had interesting abilities. Dancer, Water Bubble, Triage, Innards Out, Surges, Anti-Priority, Dazzling, and Queenly Majesty. Wait, isn't Gen 7 also when they... Is Gen 7 or Gen 8 when they started to, spread out, or give more Pokemon signature moves? Is it? Kyogre's a bitch. They're saws. You know what? Fair enough. Kyogre, I'll be honest, I forgot about Kyogre. Hot take being locked and loaded, all right? And I pat the side of my hot take launcher. I don't care for Groudon or Kyogre or Rayquaza. I think out of all the box legendaries ever, they are my least favorite set. 7 is also Disguised Mimikyu. Mimikyu! Rah! There's so many good Gen 7 Pokemon. There's not many misses, if any. How the hell is Gen 3 Box Legends my least favorite set of legendaries when I'm like the biggest Zekrom hater in the universe? Rayquaza's a top tier legendary and think is not fairly represented in the legendary community? Fuck you mean not represented in the legendary community. Everyone loves Rayquaza. It's like arguably the most depicted one too. The Pokemon Company loves Rayquaza. All the fans love Rayquaza. I am Rayquaza neutral. It's fine. Welcome back. I don't think they understand it. You know what? I also got beef with Rayquaza. Why the fuck are you fighting my goat Deoxys? Leave it alone. I'm on Deoxys' side. How dare it? They gave away a shiny Razzlequaz in Raids and Scarlet and Violet. Bruh. Solgaleo is underrepresented? True. Absolutely. I feel like you could say that about all the Gen 7 legends. And you know what? Ignore the ad message. I will snooze them. You're free for a few minutes. If you want to talk about underrepresented legendaries, talk about Heatran. Talk about Regidrago. Talk about Tapu Fini. You can't... not Razzlequaz. Maybe they just need to start making better... Okay, also, completely unrelated. Back to ZA. What the fuck do you mean that the home reward for completing the dex isn't Diancie, isn't Hoopa, it's Volcanion? What do you mean? That's so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Shiny Volcanion is cool and all. There's no fucking way it should have been Volcanion. The game all about megas and they don't give you the thing that can mega evolve or the thing that the DLC is based around. Huh? So weird. I love the Tapus. Alright, the Tapus fucking rule. Look, each time legendaries start fighting, there goes Ray to put them in their place. It goes 1v3 with the creation trio. Razzlequaz isn't the Sky legendary, it's the put them in their place legendary, so of course it would destroy Deoxys. Okay, but Deoxys has way more swag. So I'm on Deoxys' side. Go, Deoxys, go. Also, it is the Sky Legendary. Sorry. Put them in their place legendary, and then you look at the other legendaries, and it's like, okay, so this one can bend time. So y'all are forgetting about there isn't a single hummingbird Pokemon. Oricorio isn't a hummingbird. Who would argue that Oricorio is a hummingbird? You're totally right, though, and I fucking love birds. More birds! We should get a hummingbird. I want a soft reset for shiny Tapu Fini or Tapu Lele. It would be so fucking cool if Generation 7 didn't suck and you could shiny hunt the Tapus without having to de-lock them. Because the only legit way to hunt them is through Dynamax adventures. Ah! Help! I'm scared! So scary! I fucking hate Dynamax adventures. I hate them. They're so ass. And yet I've tanked through so many of them because I needed shiny Necrozma. I needed shiny Tapu Koko. And I got them. It sucked. Don't do it. I'm so sorry if you like Zygarde. Birds are the best. Birds are so cool. More birds! Please let me hunt them. Please. Either grass or fairy, flying hummingbird. I just want more birds. My reach, my hope for Brout evolution is that it turns into a big ass scary bird. Like scary. It turns into a fucking cassowary or something. I want cool birds. There's so many cool tropical birds. We gotta get cool birds in Weewa. What would even the closest to a hummingbird be? Fucking like Trumbeak. I love Trumbeak. I'm Trumbeak's #1 fan. I like when Pokemon aren't animals. I like the animal ones and I like the not animal ones. I just kind of like... You'll never guess it. I kind of like Pokemon, actually. But an object Pokemon hits kind of different. Look, my favorite Pokemon is Chandelure, alright? That's an object. I get it. We love Applin. We love what's another object or not animal? I don't know. It was Gigalith. Gigalith isn't anything. It's just like a rock. Vanillux! Rah! Trubbish! Alright, now ads are gonna start soon. I cannot snooze them, I fear. Quagsire is a top tier design. It's just a blob. I feel like Quagsire is based off of an animal, though. Don't get me for this. I kind of thought Rabombi was partially supposed to look like a hummingbird. I can see the vision. I can see it. I don't agree, but I understand. I kind of want Brout to turn into the owl from Legend of Zelda. Despite already having a grass owl starter, I want Brout to not be as humanoid as Decidueye. That's fair. I like Decidueye. I just... sorry. I just want a big scary bird Pokemon. I think it would be cool. Cutiefly might be based off of a hummingbird moth. Alright, well, while the ads start, I can look up what that is and judge. Hummingbird moth. I can't spell on my phone. You know what? You're probably right. It's fluffy. It's got the big proboscis. Cutiefly is like the perfect bug. It's so baby. I just want to hold it gently in my hands. And I hold it out to you. Look. My little cutie. I do like Rabombi more than Cutie Fly, but I almost wish it had a split evolution, one that remained fluffy and one that was Rabombi. Rabombi! I'm gonna destroy the long tradition of 3 streams of staying until the end. Go get some sleep! Ah! God damn it. Alright. I think Cutie Fly's a bug. I don't know. A bee fly. It might be. It could be based off of multiple things. Either way, it's perfect and needs no improvements. It's the perfect specimen of all time. Gen 7 has so many little guys. Like, little circular guys. I thought it was a cute fly. Also true. See, because you got, like, Cutie Fly, you have Rowlet, you have Minior, you have Pukumuku. Wait, no, Pinchurchin isn't Gen 7. Yeah, no, I figured that it was a real animal. I've just not heard of it. I believe everything I'm told. At face value. And see, I don't know where any of these things are based, but I would assume that if they were based in, or if they were found in Hawaii or, like, some places of Oceania, then yeah. That's probably it. Alright, where is this thing found? Zoography. Australian. Tropical and subtropical. Okay, maybe. If I'm not here for the next stream, it's because I died of the flu. No, don't get the flu. I hope you don't get sick. Or if you do, that you get over it as swiftly as you can. I did say even get ads, just didn't want to jinx it. Look. I try to say when the ads are gonna start, or there's the chat message that says when they're gonna start. I'm sorry about the ads. What did autocorrect do? I sound like I'm having a stroke, me, when I say anything. It's okay. Yeah. Me yawn. I want to get to odds so bad. But that's obviously not happening tonight. What arbitrary number shall we hit? I didn't even get ads. Oh. Yeah, you shouldn't jinx it. They're coming for you. They're gonna get you. That's good though. I didn't crochet like a single thing. Whatever. Maybe this weekend I can lock in. I could get a bunch of squares made. I can start what I should do in terms of making character OC refs. I don't want to come up with one outfit, so maybe I should just like collect a bunch of Pinterest boards of outfits that I think that they would like to be like, all right, this is a vibe set. I just got a Harry Potter audiobook ad. Ugh, disgusting. I'm glad you specified. No, me whenever I get any of the what is it? Like Universal Studio ads, stop showing me the Wizard franchise. Stop showing it to me. I need that franchise to die already. Although I also don't pay attention to any ads that I get because believe it or not, I'm not looking to be advertised to. So when it's not TurboTax season, I couldn't tell you. I need to find that I need that transphobe to die out of popularity with the franchise, God willing. Ad doesn't know how to read the room. The ads are targeted. The ads are targeted, so they're like, oh, rubbing their evil little hands together. What's the worst thing we can show to this person? That's gotta be it. Wowzers. My Pokemon Sleep Pokemon found so many ingredients. And speaking of which, I'm gonna go put my phone down. All right. We continue. And since I got up and came back, that the game isn't expecting me to keep going, so it's like, oh my goodness, no, our shiny frames. I dropped all my shiny frames. And we're gonna get it. Wow. That's not how that works. I might stop at a... I think I'm gonna stop at... See, I don't know. I'm trying to calculate. How long would it take for me to reach 6,300? I think we're gonna try for that. 6,300 encounters. Yippee. Wait, I can't pull up my phone to look things up anymore. Fuck! I've made a mistake. I have no idea how Pokemon Sleep calculates when you, when to actually start tracking sleep. But it's annoying me. Because I move around a lot. So I feel like it doesn't start tracking until like 2 hours have passed. I'm sorry that it takes forever for me to fall asleep. I took my iron, I promise. But then it doesn't log, and then I get a low score, and then everything I see is like Ekans. No offense to Ekans. I'm sorry, Ekans. But I fear that I do not want to use my biscuits on you, my silly little biscuits. Thank you for the hydrate. I will do that right now. It's so cold. I need to find a better system to water all my plants, because what I was using is just I was filling like an old plastic bottle with water every week, and it worked fine. I just had a whole separate plant water bottle thing, but it started growing algae, and I'm like, okay, I should probably get rid of this thing. Don't even bother cleaning it. But now I'm watering my plants out of my water bottles that I drink out of, which is like, whatever. But it means that I have less water, which means that my water in general trends to be cold. By the way, you asked earlier, but affiliate is currently 4 streams a month, 25 followers, 4 hours a month. Currently sitting at 6 of the 25 to have terrible frequency. So all but like 2 I know. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, they lowered that by like a lot. I wonder why. Not that it's a bad thing. Just like, I like to know what companies are thinking. Do they think that by having more affiliates, they'll be able to make more money, so they'll be able to work at, or operate at a, not at a loss? I don't know. Yeah. That would have been so much easier for me to get when I was when I was trying to get affiliate. Because it's kind of hard to grow a following from scratch, if you can believe it or not. No, not even a view requirement. See, that one was the hardest for me, but it was also because I would stream in like small categories that nobody else was watching. So I don't have any advice to give. Not that it was asked for. I'm aware it's tough starting from 0. Yep. See, but like you can say it, but it's another thing to actually do it. Be like, because Twitch fucking sucks. All right, this site, this app, it sucks. There's like negative discoverability. It's probably so much easier to grow on other platforms, but like I don't use social media. Min 3 average viewers on 4 stream. Okay. Also, you have to, and then a shudder runs up my spine. You gotta actually talk to people. Twitch sucks. No, you could just say that Twitch sucks. It's okay. And then, of course, you could be like, oh, it's also, like, luck dependent, which is very true. Whatever. And then you read through the what is it, like the forms that you get when you're affiliate, and you're like, oh, so you're also just like not even making money off of it, barely. And they only pay out once you actually have a certain amount, which might take a while. Whatever. Which is why you make VTubers for yourself for the love of the game. No, actually, that's a lie. The only reason why I even started streaming is because I wanted extra Primo Gems and Genshin Impact. But not only does that game suck, don't ask if I'm still playing it, the answer is yes. Streaming that game sucks because there's nothing to fucking do. Also, the first time that they did the event, you had to like manually log all of your stats, which was a little silly. After that, they started manually tracking it. Or wait, they started tracking it, so you didn't have to do anything. Kind of real, longtime Genshin player taking a break, but good enough. Oh my god, no! Longtime sufferer over here. The game hates me in particular. Ugh. I can't wait to gamble my life savings in Chex Watch. Like 2 weeks. And then be like, oh, please let me get lucky because I want the character that's coming out next patch. No. But it's fine. Don't spend money on gacha games. This is my don't spend money on gacha games time. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Oh yeah, I also uninstalled Infinity Nikki again because I just never play it. Speaking of games where there's nothing to do, you just log in, you spend your energy, and you leave. It's so nothing. I'm just waiting for you to get shiny Ekans instead of growlithe. Do not wish that upon me. Don't do it. Ekans is a 10%. I would feel like shit. I love Genshin, but it sucks so much. No, you're so right. I love not spending money on it. I haven't played since halfway through Natlin. You're so base for that, though. But I am a certified Natlin unenjoyer. The only Natlin characters I ended up getting were Kanich and Shilonen. That's why I was able to pull for a fair amount of the Nodcry characters. I just had a lot of leftover. And also, it let me finally complete my long-term goal of getting Mist Splitter for my Kazuha and getting Hunter's Path for my Tighnari. But my builds suck ass, so I can't even use Hunter's Path. It sucks. I'm so sad. Next Ekans becomes... No, you're not gonna get banned for summoning a shiny Ekans. I'm just gonna be sad about it, okay? Because it'll be like, what do you mean I got the rarer one when I wanted something that's more common? This couldn't happen in any other situation. I need you to know. The Nidoran male that I want is a 14%. I can repel trick it to be like 15.5. So let's say 15.5%. Why can't that be my rare luck? Why can't the luck transfer to when I'm in the Safari Zone, huh? SMH my freaking head. Let's hunt in the Safari Zone together. I'm gonna try my real honest to goodness best to find Growlithe and Nidoran before July, but you know, we'll see. Technically, I've already phased 3 times on Nidoran. So, maybe that counts for something. Is this the one with the higher male or female rates on Nido? I'm playing Fire Red, which has higher rates of Nidoran male. That's the one that I want. If for some reason I get the 1% Nidoran female, that will be a phase. And I'll keep hunting. But yeah, that was the other reason why I picked Fire Red. I love Nidoran male, I love Nidoking, and I wanted Arcanine. What do you mean by a phase? Okay. So, I'm hunting Growlithe, right? Let's say I get something that isn't named Growlithe. That would be a phase. Why is it called that? I don't know. So, a phase is when you get a shiny that you don't want. Or, and then I make it more confusing. It's like... See, I don't know how to describe it. Because if you were to describe the hunt that I am on right now, I would say that I am on phase 1. Because I've not gotten a shiny. If I got a Growlithe, I would say I got it first phase. So the first thing that I got. Which I imagine doesn't make it easier to understand. So sorry. TLDR when you get a thing you don't want. I think I understand. Yeah, no. It sucks because it does have 2 definitions. It's when I'm hunting... I was hunting for Pidgey and I got Rattata. I phased on Rattata, and I got Pidgey on the 4th phase. So after 3 Rattata. Or like, you can't phase while hunting for Eevee, because it's a soft reset. You can't get a thing that you don't want. 3 phases is rough. It was a 50%. A 50%. Which is why I think it's kind of funny. And why I'm hoping that this one won't take too many. Because what do you mean I lost 3 coin flips in a row? That is something I would be likely to do. But it still sucks. Anyway, I do fully expect to get at least 1 Pidgey. Because it would be kind of funny. So imagine I spend all that time trying to get Pidgey on Route 1. And then I beat Brock, I get my running shoes, we go to Route 3 to look for Nidoran. And the first shiny I find is Pidgey. Does Fire Red have Pokerus yet? Also, do you catch your phases? Yes, I do. And I don't know. I don't know if it has Pokerus. I can't look it up. My phone is, elsewhere. You know what? Actually, I can. I want to say that it does exist, though. We're gonna see. First appearing in the Gen 2 games. Okay, but does it appear in Furlg? I think. Pokerus in Gen 2. Okay, but I don't know how you catch Pokerus. Do you need to catch it or just encounter it? And if so, how would I check if I had Pokerus and it was cured? I mean, I imagine I would have gotten a dialogue prompt for it. Like at the Poke Center. And I don't think I've gotten that. But I'll be honest, I've not paid that much attention. Either way, I'm not even sure I would take advantage of it. It also doesn't help that my Flareon has a terrible nature, and my Pidgeot has a whatever nature. I think it's like up special defense. But how funny is it that I spent all this time, it took so long getting this Eevee, and when I finally get it, it's a minus attack nature when I'm evolving it into Flareon. It's kind of funny. But he's so beautiful. My beautiful squished boy. No, seriously, why is the sprite so squished? It looks kind of cursed. They put him in the hydraulic press but realized that that was a bad idea, but it was a little too late. Green snake. Meow, meow, meow. I should probably look up what level I need to be to... Part of me is not looking forward to getting Growlithe, and that's only because after that is when we're in Repel territory. And once we're in Repel territory, it means I'm gonna need to buy a bunch of Repels, as you can imagine, which means I'm gonna need to get a lot of money. Which means that I'm gonna need to get the amulet coin. We're gonna go on a side quest. We need to catch 40 Pokemon. 40 unique Pokemon to get the amulet coin. So that's gonna be fun. Because before, I was like, alright, a 14% for Nidoran male, Repels only bring it up like 1.5%. Probably not worth it. Now, I'm like, it's worth it. It's worth it. I'll do it. Pokerus rate is 1 in 21,845. Woof. I knew it was rare, but I thought it was like 1 in 10,000. I'm so sad they removed Pokerus. Bring it back. So weird that they took it out. Well, in every other instance, they've made EV training a lot more accessible overall. I also just like having more flavor text. What can I say? Put items in trash cans, bring back Pokerus, Bring back the Pokeathlon, but that's just for me. I like it. I like that thing. I don't like the goal roll one, though. That one sucks. And it sucks because I'm bad at it. Whatever. Go, my Flareon. Wait, I've gotten an interesting amount of Pokerus in my time. I've had it live in Auras and Swish. My Swish Pokerus came from a Toxel egg I thought was scripted. How do you even get it from an egg? That's a diseased baby. Get it to the hospital. Poor baby. That's kind of funny, though. Yeah, no, I've definitely gotten it a few times. But also, I've done a ton of trading in my time, just like GTS and Wonder Trade. So, like, yeah, of course I've gotten it. Other people probably trade things. The daycare gave me an unwanted diseased child. My goodness. Oh, and I bet you released that Toxel because it wasn't shiny. SMH my head. Or wait, is it a scripted thing in Swish? Is there a Toxel egg? Am I a fake fan? I know the least about Generation 8. It's just not very fun to play. Ugh. Raids, ew. The best part of it, I guess, is that the character designs are good. They have good character designs, and the dex is good. And if you like the Masuda method for some reason, because you, like, hate yourself, I hope you get better soon. And I get it, you get eggs fast. Oh, okay. Yeah, I totally forgot that then. Makes sense, though. They need to add more baby Pokemon. What do you mean Toxel is the latest baby Pokemon and there's only one? That's ridiculous. They're so... I love them. And they make getting Pokemon that might normally be kind of late game more accessible. They're awesome. And also, some of them are cute. Also, I realized, like, literally this year that Budew was a baby Pokemon. I thought it was just like that. I thought it was just a little guy. No, it baby. But of course, asking what everyone's favorite baby is. And why is it? Why not? The best baby Pokemon, why not? The cutest one, the best one. I love why not. Get behind me, why not? Most of them are so cute. And I say most of them because Tyrogue. Riolu is best baby. Riolu is good baby. I do quite like Riolu. Riolu doesn't feel like a baby, though. But, like, you got Budew, you got Mime Jr., you got Cleffa. Why not, of course. Toxel's pretty good. Magby. I love you, Magby. It doesn't really feel baby. Exactly. But, like, I don't know. Well, Tyrogue kind of feels baby. The Gen 2 babies feel very baby. I don't know, Bonsly to me doesn't feel baby. It just feels like that's how it's meant to be. Mantike. I mean, it has Tyke in the name. But Mantike does not read baby Pokemon to me, but I think it is one. I love Mantike. I love it's the only prankster coaching Pokemon that is really funny. And that's probably for a reason. Prankster and coaching sounds broken. So that's why it's on Lucario. Ah. Sorry, Lucario fans. I gotta rewatch that Lucario movie. I remember really liking it. Also that I think it dies in the end, which, crazy if true. Ugh. You know what? I say that, but I swear to God, the Pokemon Company does, or whoever the hell balances things, I swear to God, they don't know what they're doing. What the fuck do you mean you made Dire Claw? And then they have to nerf these things where, like, you think about it for 2 seconds and you're like, yeah, of course this thing would be absolutely cracked out of its mind. What were we thinking? And then it's too late. Lucario loses Prankster, so you have to use the small one. Oh, Riolu. That's so interesting. That makes me like Riolu more. Good for Riolu. Little fella. Whatever, go my Prankster. You know what would be a nightmare shiny hunt? Getting the egg from Riley on Iron Island. Oh. Yeah. I'm a bit surprised there's no 5, 6, or 7 babies. It feels like they just forgot about baby Pokemon. Which is why I was like, what do you mean Toxel's like the latest baby Pokemon and it's a one-of? It's so strange. Are there even any Gen 9 ones? If you said no, I wouldn't be surprised. But they should make one. What should they make a baby of? I feel like everyone agrees that there should be a baby Tropius and a baby Miltank and Tauros that has a split evolution. There should be a baby Applin and it's just a seed. It's just the worm. Ah. No Gen 9, but Glimmet and Tinkatink feel like they fit. Glimmet? Debatable, but Tinkatink for sure. What the fuck do you mean Tinkatink isn't a baby? It has a rattle. She's literally baby. So stupid. See, that's why some of the babies don't feel like babies, because sometimes it just feels arbitrary. But I'm trying to think of another, like, small, maybe baby-seeming Pokemon that isn't a baby. And I can't think of any. But, like, what makes Mantike more baby than, like, Magikarp? I don't know. Something like Togepi makes sense because it's literally an egg. But then this thing that literally has a rattle isn't a baby. Make it a baby. Tynamo should be a baby Pokemon. Agree? I wonder if we're gonna... Alright, Weewa wish list other than no raids and Ledian form. More baby. Okay, I'm starting to get tired. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to get to 6,300. It's fine. It's close enough. Capsicid. Oh my god. See, this would be super helpful if I could just, like, pull up a list through Pokemon and scroll through it without having to tab out of my counter. Capsicid is definitely a baby Pokemon, and Scovillain is definitely an abomination, and I hate it. Little. Oh my god. See, the things that I were thinking of were Varoom and Relor. And I'm like, no, those are just little guys. Gothita is very baby. Gothita and Solosis should be baby Pokemon. They are baby. Gothita especially, but I feel like if you made Gothita one, you need to make Solosis one. Charcadet? I can see that one going either way. Smoliv. Oh my god. Gen 9 could have been the renaissance of baby. Is Spritzy a baby? I don't think it is. It should be. Spritzy and my beloved Swirlix. Okay, I actually love both of them. But only one of them I'm gonna take a big old bite out of, and let me tell you, it's not Spritzy. It should be. It's baby-shaped. Exactly! Why is Mantike baby, but not... not Smoliv? If not baby, why baby shape? Which is why it's an arbitrary distinction. They just ran out of things to give the incenses to. Wait, isn't Munchlax a baby Pokemon? No, it's not. But that's another top tier baby if it is a baby. Yeah, because you need the incense to get a Munchlax egg versus a Snorlax egg, right? Wait, but then you don't need an incense for Lucario. Am I spreading misinformation? I love spreading misinformation on purpose. You know what? Fuck it. We're looking up babies. Babby. Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Togepi, Tyrogue, Smoochum, Elekid, Magby, Azurill, why not? Budew, Chingling. Chingling? Like, yes, Chingling is baby, but Chingling doesn't feel baby. Bonsly, Mime Jr., Happiny, oh yeah. Munchlax, Riolu, Mantike. Mantike is so weird. And then Toxel. That's so funny. There's so many in Gen 4. And then Toxel. See, there were so many in Gen 4. It's because in Gen 4 they introduced so many Pokemon that were tied to previous lines. There's got to be another generation where they do that. They make a bunch of like evolutions and pre-evolutions for things that already exist, as well as a bunch of originals, so the dex is as big as it is in Generation 5, and we all go, wow, thank you. And the dex is limited, so it's only the things that are in those lines. And I celebrated. I want a game with a restricted dex, like Black and White one, but they're never gonna do that ever again because you all hate fun. You go, rah! What do you mean I can't get my Gengar? What do you mean I can't get my Umbreon? You will use Unova Pokemon and you will like them. There's so many of them. You have to like at least a couple of them. Wait, this number is symmetrical. Or it's all the satisfying numbers are passing us by. Growlithe, be yellow. I cast Spell of Yellow. Ah! It intimidated me. I can't cast my spell, it's too scary. I'm too scared by the fact that this song does not work when you only listen to it in one ear. Alright. I'll even take a shiny Pidgey at this point. Meow. I almost soft reset the game. Not only am I still kind of Eevee pilled for soft resetting, as nice as the easy soft reset is, also thank you for the posture check. I like pressing the buttons. Sometimes I will just accidentally press all the face buttons because I like pressing them. Hashtag my soft reset. And like, it's usually fine. Oh my, and you see the absolute degenerate hours that I've logged on this file. And you could say to me the very funny thing of 148 hours and you only have 2 team members. And I would raise to you the even funnier thing of it's actually more like 300 and I only have 2 team members. Is it more than 300 at this point? Do I want to think about it? Am I gonna max out my file's save time by the time I reach the end? I don't know. Is it bad that I kind of hope that I do? Like, I don't, because that would mean that these things go ridiculously over odds. Or I phase a bunch. I just think it would be fun to max out the timer. You probably did reset a lot of time on Eevee. No, I did. I objectively did. I've checked. So, like, since I'm on Switch, it logs my file time, but it also logs the amount of time I've been in game that the game does not track. It's about 300. Sometimes I think, oh no, shiny hunting will take so long, and then I remember that I have my whole life to spend on one save file and time isn't real. Literally, though. And it's also a thing of like, well, I don't only have to look at shiny hunting, right? I'm doing other things as well. So it's not a total waste. Yeah, I'm telling you, Eevee took so long. Ugh. It's actually really funny, though, because I was on Route 3 looking for Nidoran Male, and I had gotten 3 shiny Pidgey, and I was like, alright, this is enough Pidgey, I want to leave. But the thing is, once you leave that area, you can't come back until you get Fly, or you get the Pokeflute to move Snorlax. So, I'm like, I also thought I would be able to get Venonat, but no, I need the Pokeflute for that, which I did not realize because I don't know the layout of Kanto. So I kind of got stuck into getting Eevee, and I'm like, oh, well, you know, I can't get anything else other than Eevee. Maybe this will be a nice break from getting a fuck ton of birds. What a silly, silly thing to think. I also did not realize that, God, what was it? Oh, yeah, that it was a long-ass walk from where I was to Lavender Town. So my Pidgeotto was, like, level 37. Can't you go through Diglett Tunnel? I need to get to before Mount Moon. Because, yes, well, actually, I have no idea where Diglett Tunnel goes. See, that's another thing. I don't know how Kanto's laid out. So I'm like, okay, well, how the fuck do I get back to before Mount Moon? I don't know. I kind of want to do a shiny-only run of every game in order. It'd be stupid and annoying and awful, but I want. Well, maybe before you did that, maybe just try a full odds thing to see if you like it. I don't know, maybe it would be okay, but in my head, I'm like just jumping into soft resetting for a starter, assuming you'd want a starter in Generation 2. You might hate it. Diglett Tunnel goes on the other side of a cut tree just before Pewter. Oh my god, you're saying that I could have gone back this entire time? Oh, brother. Yeah, whatever. I'll do an Ultra Moon one and then stop if I don't like it. I want to play that game anyways. Excellent. You know what? I say that, and yet... my shiny hunting journey is funny. I was doing horde battles in X and Y, which is the best method, by the way. And then did a fuck ton of Masuda. And then I didn't do any method hunting in Gen 7, except I did a couple of wormholes. And then I did a full-on soft resetting for Zapdos. Just 'cause. My first 8192 hunt was Oshawott in Black and White 1, which is not a fast hunt. It's kind of slow. So I have no idea how I did that. Nuzlocking Soul Link Ultra Moon is a nightmare with all the early cutscenes. I'm tired of the cutscene slander. Like, yes, I understand. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm playing a story game. I can't be that mad about it. Of course, will I be singing the same tune once I've spent 200 hours in the Torture Nexus, known as resetting for a starter? Maybe. Oh wait, we're on the last few encounters of the night. Yippee. Can you tell that I feel like I've run out of things to say? Wait, they're nice the first 4 times when you have a spot you literally get 5 steps in. In between the cutscenes, it gets a bit tiring. I understand, but then we go back to the first thing you said. They're nice the first 4 times. And my interpretation of that is, you play the game 5 times. And I'm like, I don't think they intend for you to do that. So I can't get mad at the decision. Ultra Moon will be a great shock for starting because the early game is annoying as fuck. Everyone always says this. And I can only partially agree. But it's also because in my mind, I'm like, the Gen 7 story, specifically based Sun and Moon, I'm like, the story, it doesn't carry that game, but like, it's so good, I don't care that there's cutscenes. It's like, I was gonna say it's like the EXP curve in Gen 2. But like, that one's a little more noticeable. It's something that I probably wouldn't have noticed if other people don't say it. It's good until doing challenge runs. Yeah, I can imagine. But like, I don't do challenge runs, so... That's my take. Anyway, last encounter, and it is a normal Pidgey. It's really fun to play normally, but I normally partially soft reset for a female Rowlet for the safe. And I'm playing right now, and it wouldn't give me one for 40 resets, and it pissed me off. Ah! Yeah, so I'm really hoping that my shiny Rowlet is really, really fast because I'm scared. I'm scared of that hunt. That's also crazy unlucky. Ow. Alright. Okay, but what if I did what? No. One more. One more. Another normal Pidgey. Okay, that feels like a sign. I currently have a solo Araquanid only Ultra Moon run. Wait, that's so cool. Shout out Araquanid, yay! I was like, oh, cute girl, and then the game killed my good spirits. See, but then it's like, I have to take a step back and I think, they did not intend for people to do this. They intended for you to see the cutscene once, pick your starter, and go. Which, like, you know what? Fair enough. Ugh. Anyways, it's getting late. I would like to finish the rest of my food and also maybe go to bed. So, unfortunately, we didn't get the thing, which means that I'll definitely get it tomorrow off stream. Okay, bye. Wait, they didn't, which is why I'm not saying it makes the game bad, but it does make it very annoying. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I get how it can be annoying, but I don't necessarily see it as like a folly of the game because they probably didn't intend for you to see it that many times. Araquanid Spadef goes crazy. Araquanid goes crazy. It's cool. Of course it goes crazy. Good luck, soldier. I'm sick and tired of finding all the shinies off stream. Why can't I find one on stream for once, huh? This is just manifesting that I don't get anything over the weekend, which, you know, not great, but we'll see. Bye for now. Bye, good night.